Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of Whiskey Calling here. It's I forgot the day again here. I think I've done that in another video recently. It is a Wednesday evening. Just got home from work. Bit of a long day, as they usually are. And so on the way home, I stopped in and I picked up a couple treats here. So thought I'd give them a shot, or at least one of them here, and let you folks know what I think. So I picked up Rocky Mountain Stranahan's Sherry Cask. Give you guys a look at this one. Kind of an interesting looking bottle. It's got this really kind of tall cap on it, which is kind of cool. I don't know much about Stranahan's. I've never tried it before. So it's 47% alcohol, as you can see. And I was reading up on it. It's got a little information on the bottle. And it says here it's aged for 4 years and finished in Spanish Oloroso sherry casks. Stranahan's sherry cask is hand-selected and masterfully crafted by master distiller Rob Dietrich. Made with a proprietary malt blend and aged in our Denver, Colorado rack house. This whiskey is non-chill filtered and cut to proof with Rocky Mountain water. So yeah, kind of interesting. Don't know too much more about it. It has a little sleeve here as well that has a little bit of information too. Kind of basically, kind of more or less repeats what was on the bottle there. It says it's aged in virgin charred white American oak barrels and finished in Spanish Oloroso sherry casks, as well here. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. So hope you guys got a dram yourselves and you're kicking back and enjoying a little bit of the summertime vibe here. It's slowly starting to go a bit warmer here. See if I can get this thing open here for you folks. Yeah, there we go. So there we go. What's the rush, eh? Sit back and just kind of enjoy the moment of opening up a fresh new bottle of whiskey. It's always a nice feeling, if you know what I mean. So let's see. I'm not sure how this cap works. It almost looks like a big long shot glass or something. I was kind of wondering what it's like. I don't really. Oh, it is. Oh, I didn't even know there's a shot glass. Look at that. Have a nice long shot glass there for you. That's kind of cool. And it's just got a regular cork underneath, as you can see. So that was kind of interesting for sure. Okay, well, let's see if we can get a good cork pop here, folks. Uh-oh, it's really in there. Here we go. Ooh, that was a good one, eh? Okay, let's give this a pour here. Oh, it's just smell it out of the bottle. Very, very, really smell kind of a sweet sherry kind of vibe. That's for sure. Kind of a nice nose to it. Just out of the bottle. It's a good looking bottle. Kind of interesting, nice classic long tall bottle. Kind of got some nice color to it. Nice dark, almost a little bit of a cherry red, but kind of a dark brown amber as well. Kind of a really nice color to it actually. It's one of the things that kind of attracted me to both these bottles just in the moment. Today, I also bought Straight Edge bourbon whiskey here. Never heard of this before either, and but just in general, just looking at both these bottles had that kind of a dark, rich color. It just looked inviting to me today. So, I'm gonna give that a shot. See what this one smells like. Oh, getting kind of a this isn't a Scotch, but it's kind of got a little bit of that, a Scotch weedy kind of smell to it, but then it's also got a very, very nice sweet. I'm almost getting a little bit of a kind of a sweet red wine kind of smell, but also almost just maybe a little bit of a sprinkled spice of some kind, like a nutmeg or. I'm having a hard time coming up with the words for it. For that kind of dusting. It's almost like a dusting. So it's almost a little bit sawed, a dry. It's kind of a that red wine with a little bit of a dry sawdust finish, maybe an oakiness, if you will, kind of mixed in there. Kind of a nice. Let's see what it tastes like. You know, yeah. First off, the sip is relatively mild, but as you kind of get into it, you can kind of sense a bit of a dryness to it, which I like. Like any whiskey that's got a bit of a dryness to it in general. It's got kind of a, and then the alcohol kind of kicks in about 2/3 into the sip. And it's got a really nice, I'm almost getting a date square. Yeah, kind of a date square finish, if you will, raisin date square. Kind of a date square. Which I like. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Glenmorangie. I tried. I can't remember the brand of it now, or the version of it, but it had a little bit of this, which I really enjoyed. And I was trying to get a bottle of that again, and I really should pick another one up. So this is kind of a nice, it's almost like the taste is slightly less, it's a little bit milder than the smell maybe. So let's try it again. Folks, this is nice. This is really, really nice. It's got a lot of elements that I really enjoy in a whiskey. A little bit of a dry, dark figs, fruits, date square, raisin, a bit of an oakiness, all mixed in with kind of almost a red wine, port sherry kind of finish. But it's not. It's well balanced. It's not too sweet. It's not too dry, but nicely dry, and it's got a little bit of a heaviness to it in a good way. Like the texture is not, incredibly thick and creamy, let's say, but it's not thin, and it's kind of got a really nice, nice finish to it. And as I'm talking, the finish it does kind of coat the mouth in a good way. It kind of lingers, and it's kind of there. At 47% too, it's got a nice push to it. This is a really, really nice, full-bodied. It feels full-bodied. Let's try one more sip here. It's kind of as I set into the third sip and can take a little time with it, some of those smelling notes I was mentioning before, kind of almost like a sprinkled nutmeg or, kind of salty baking spices almost, and maybe a little bit of a saltiness to it. Just a really, really nice, some of those smelling notes are coming out a little bit more now as I taste it, which is really delightful because it's a really, really great nose on this thing, and even in a really nice, it follows through, on the taste. Boy, this is nice. I'm just gonna relax, take my time. Yeah, again, and now as I go back to smell it, almost like smelling a raisin box, a little bit. Those little boxes of raisins. I haven't had raisins in a long time, but it's kind of got a little bit of that going on in a really nice way. Yeah, it's got a little bit of spice, 47%. It's got a nice, decent spice to it. Yeah, I gotta say, this is really a really nice surprise. I haven't heard too much about it. Stranahan's. not overly familiar, just kind of caught my eye and just kind of took a flyer on it, so to speak. It wasn't, I have to double check the price. It wasn't overly cheap. Can't remember now, sorry, but it's probably around, I thought it was around that $80-$85 mark, somewhere in there. So not cheap, but it kind of more or less delivers in terms of the price, more or less. So Hefty, sometimes you buy something and it just doesn't kick. I can tell I'm really gonna enjoy this bottle. It's got a really nice quality to it. They had another flavor as well, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It'd be interesting to maybe try that one sometime too. You know what? I'm going to sit back, enjoy this, and maybe in a second or two shoot another video out on the straight edge. Because this is just a nice video on its own and a nice bottle on its own. So folks, I hope you had a great day today. I hope you sit back, enjoy the evening, enjoy whiskey, and we'll see you again soon, folks. Have a good night, everybody.